commit to Joker full time.
Yeah.
He wants to go Joker main, Inkling secondary. So I
Very
think what we're going to start off is actually the Inkling, because I forgot.
It's always
If there's
the way.
one thing that motivates Aaron more than improvement, it's a bag.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is the thing with a lot of these. When you're picking up that secondary, it's so hard sometimes to maintain that discipline, particularly if you're not getting the results that you want. There is always going to be that little lull in results when you're switching over. And for some players, it is quite hard to deal with.
Claw in particular talked to me before. He was saying he loves his run if he wins this set. Because so far he is 2-0, and if he wins this set, he's saying that he's really, really confident in the opponents he has.
And buffers are a silly, silly thing. I think trying to go for maybe a down tilt there, but just getting pushed off and down airing to his death. Not the start Sapphire wanted.
Better at game one, stock one, than any other time, really. But Sapphire goes for a very committal upbeat back onto stage, and is taking so much percent as a result of it. If you want to know how this matchup is, it's obviously Inkling favored.
Yeah.
Inkling can just get 80% off of every single advantage state. She struggles actually to edge guard Ridley, but Ridley struggles really hard to get past the Splat Bomb down smash ledge trap, because the Splat Bomb is one of the few things that can hit his incredibly low ledge hang.
Yeah, and this is the thing as well. We were talking earlier on a little bit about #1 Alpha and that really dominant period that he had with Ridley as well. Like, this was the character, you know, another excellent Ridley player in the Midlands, but Claw was the one player that really took Adam to town.
Really pushed him.
And really just got a grip on this matchup to the point where Adam was like, I don't think I can play Ridley into Claw anymore.
And
so
he's currently really pushing Sapphire after that Booyah. Yeah, that's the other thing. Booyah is so free on this character. It's true for like 40%. It's so easy to execute on because it's huge. Really, this matchup is all advantage rate. Neutral can be even to a degree. Disadvantage, I would actually say Ridley possibly has a better disadvantage, but the advantage state from Inkling is just so difficult for Ridley to deal with, as we see 104% racked on so quickly with that Ink.
yeah, and just going for that down smash, managing to mash out of that situation and just knowing to shield, knowing that he gets no frame advantage from that. And it's just a foregone conclusion at this point. Claw with such a dominant lead. Great get-up attack, perfect timing.
He needs to make sure his spacings on that are all right, but because right now they're not really working out. But so far he's got nothing to be worried about, really, because he's got such a lead. And that up air is going to take game one.
That matchup looks so rough. Just the proficiency that Claw has in that matchup.
Exactly. That game talks to his proficiency and how much he's used to it, because you saw the side B release, right? Most Ridleys are going to go for jab there the first time, because Ridley has this very slight frame advantage.
Oh, I see.
Where his jabs... after this set, yeah. After this set, yeah. What's she getting?
Lovely.
Do we know where she's going, or is it just sort of anywhere? Mackey's? Double quarter pounder, please. Double quarter pounder meal.
Yeah, I'll message you.
I'll message you.
I will message you as well, friend. Thank you. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So we are going to go into this game 2, going for the Hollow Bastion.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. This stage is obviously good for Inkling because she gets her platform extensions, but really has amazing platform pressure, especially with that up smash in the tech chase situation. And also this slightly smaller space, I think is really good. Claw is lame in neutral, to be honest. He really likes slowing down the pace as much as possible.
Oh my god.
But Sapphire's not going to let him as he takes that stock 5 seconds in.
Yeah, and oh my goodness, this is the thing about Sapphire's playstyle as well, is that he's obviously got, you know, incredible neutral, he's an extremely talented player, but sometimes he does go for these very unorthodox options that when you're playing against a player of this caliber, sometimes you're not really ready for it because you almost respect them too much for it.
He has been described as the crackhead version of #1 Alpha, which I think is a very fair statement, as he misses that jab and Claw gets the F smash as a punish. Both stocks evened up after such a commanding first stock from Sapphire99. But let's see if we get a repeat of it in the second half.
Yeah, and we can see just trying to spot dodge, but catching it with that jab instead. But the rapid jab from Inkling with a little bit of paint on there. Suddenly that damage output is going to be so much more. And just using the sour hit of the roller, and we're already at 75%.
We are. Yeah, this is it. Once Inkling gets that one hit, once she digs her fangs into you, it can be so hard to get her off. And that Ink especially is just going to accelerate the process. Claw so happy to hang on the other side of the stage. This neutral B is doing nothing for Sapphire right now in terms of evening the gap.
Yeah, I do like the attempt, maybe trying to catch some kind of run in, but in the same vein, Claw just runs back, refills that ink, and then just rinses and
Inkling
repeats.
has become, with that patch, a lot better at camping with the less lag on a neutral B and more range on it.
Yeah.
Or less on her ink charge. So why would she approach? Why wouldn't she just slow down the pace and rack up 180% over time? It doesn't have to be instant, it doesn't have to be the stop,
Oh my
because the
God.
stop will come to you when you're dealing that much damage.
Yeah, and once again, another...
Oh, what a pickup!
Oh, just that, from that single hit just to get 34%, and could have got a little bit more if they just ran forward a bit, but that rapid jab, once again, racking up more percent, and this is just Claw's playground.
Sapphire can't mount his own aggression right now because Flight Bomb's just preventing it. Claw is really struggling right now, or Sapphire's really struggling right now to get any sort of meaningful hit in. Finally, a big neutral win. The question is, can he actually get anything off of it? No, he just jumps over down air. And at this point, Ridley's going to die to so much.
Yeah, this is where things get really scary, just getting back on stage.
Despite his height, he's not that heavy. He's just a heavyweight.
Yeah.
It's like banjo weight.
Oh my goodness, and it just rinses and repeats.
Taunt mid advantage.
Wow.
But no, the only bodying is of Sapphire right now. It's another 2-stock. Really, really solid from Claw.
I mean, what more is there to say? And it's wild given that like Alpha's not been playing Ridley for a while. Obviously, I don't know. I know they grind a lot together.
Yeah, these two also play a lot. Have also played a lot online. So Claw does have knowledge of Sapphire99's Ridley himself.
Yeah.
Oh, he's picked versus Ridley. Very good.
Yeah, pretty topical given, but going to FD instead. I think maybe Sapphire wanting to really push that advantage state a little bit more.
Yes. I mean, yeah, to be fair, I used to be a massive FD enthusiast, but players like Space have kind of fallen off of it.
Yes.
As the meta has progressed, Inkling's sharking is good, but it's not where it used to be. A lot of characters are a lot more mobile, and there's more disadvantage options to get around it. So no platform extensions from Claw, but it doesn't really seem to matter because they'll rack up 55% in 10 seconds like it's nothing in any case.
Yeah, and this is the thing, even though you're not going to be getting these super long platform extensions, you're still going to be getting these super long advantage states because you've got a big-bodied character that is going to have nowhere to go.
And he has such good knowledge of what he can get. That nair to fair was beautifully executed.
Yeah, it really does just feel like Claw is just playing with his food at all times, just seeing what great combos he can get. But that rapid jab just stuffing out that up smash attempt.
No parry up smash, yeah. Claw, like, feeling himself, just wants to get the stock right now. Tries to go for a Tomahawk booyah, but doesn't quite get it. And it's good ledge trapping from Sapphire99 right now. Would be nice to see him take the first stock, but even when he did last game, all that happened from there was that he got cooked, to be honest.
Yeah, good jump away from that down smash, trying to get some kind of frame trap situation, but it not quite working out.
Watch out for these bears.
Yeah, and we are going to see, yep,
okay, fair call out.
Yep,
he gets the ledge trump, but Claw DIs in really smartly, so he can't get back air in that situation, or sweet spot nared.
Yeah, so good, and just meeting him there with the forward air, and the situation just completely reversed, but a lovely aggressive forward air of his own to get back on stage.
It's roughly even right now concerning the weights. It's a matter of who can get the stock first, and Sapphire99 is going to find it with that nair. Can he get anything before he dies? Because last time he couldn't.
Yeah, and this is where things get so delicate, trying to get that nair out shield on the parry, but
doesn't quite get the sweet spot on the up smash.
Yeah, and this is where things can get really, really scary for Claw. If he is not careful, just beautiful defensive maneuvering from Sapphire, just getting away from all of these stray hits that Claw is trying to go for.
He needs to be careful as well, because one of the reasons Sapphire's been described as a crackhead so much is because he loves skewer. And if he's not careful, that can be 60% racked on so quickly.
Yeah, and just these rolls in just to try and get away from that wall of back airs, but of course Claw is going to be logging that in the back of his mind.
And he can still just react a lot of the time, and Inkling doesn't get the up B again. Sapphire really wants to cheese this stock somehow so he can get that big lead and doesn't have to worry about Claw taking the stock and then immediately doing 70. However, it's Sapphire that's doing 70 right now. Doesn't get the up smash. Claw's just pressing his buttons a little bit too quickly, and Sapphire's calling out everything right now.
Yeah, luckily that angle managing to save Claw's skin there, but 111%. And just look at this damage that is on Sapphire right now.
He really has a new lease on life. Gets a dash attack whip punish on the down smash, and he's looking so much more solid. He's waiting so much better. And he gets the back air. He takes that stock first at 214. And you know what? This is the Inkling weakness. 222, and your opponent still isn't dead.
Yeah, it's a tale as old as time against Inkling. finally losing that stock, but 235%.
There was so much damage racked on. I think a lot of cheers right now coming out for Sapphire. The crowd want to see
What
that upset.
on earth are you on, Claw? What are you on? Just annihilating that lead that Sapphire had spent so long racking up. What an insane play.
The upset just might not happen because as late as Inkling can take a stock, she can just get an advantage state like that. Such good awareness from Claw and take the stock that way at 70. That's so early for Inkling, and that's so much work that Sapphire did just taken away from him off of one poor decision and disadvantage. You have to feel for him as he can grab attacks to avoid the roller, but obviously that must be taxing on the mental to have done so well for so long, and now he's in such a precarious situation. Booyah Sail, it might not kill on the next one, but it will certainly kill with one more hit.
Yeah, and whilst the victory is not out of the question completely, you've really just got to hold on, and now that Claw has got a lead, it becomes so much
and
easier.
I think that's it.
There it goes.
It will be it. Jesus Christ, what an advantage state from Claw to just even it all up at the very last second. On. I think a lot of cheers right now coming out for Sapphire. The crowd want to see
what on earth are you on,
rare
Claw?
down throw you don't see often from Inkling. Catching the DRN from Sapphire and just amazing execution.